Welcome folks, today it's Thursday, August 7th. You are tuning in just in time to catch the DKOldies live stream. Excited to get into it today. Busy day here at DKOldies. 500 orders headed out of the shipping department just today. They're even pulling some help from some other departments. You wouldn't believe the amount of Wii systems I saw on the table. Wii and N64 seem to dominate the day. Going to be opening up a brand new game collection. Actually, it's part 2. Yesterday I did Q&As. That was a lot of fun. The day before that, we opened up part 1 of today's collection. Coming down from Massachusetts to PA. That one collection that we opened, part 1, was amazing. I'm excited to see what's in this one. Okay, and as usual, going to be giving away 20 bucks in store credit. All you have to do to be entered in today's giveaway, share the stream, comment that you shared. It's easy to do. Get involved. I've had so many people sharing and getting involved. We've been breaking records. And yesterday's Q&A that we did set an all-time comment record, 1,400 comments. That was just on Facebook alone. There were probably another 1,000 that came through on YouTube while we streamed. They were scrolling past my screen so fast. That was fun, though. I had a great time answering questions with you guys. Okay, got the box up on the table. We've got a lot to do. Let me turn off this overhead light, and we'll jump into it. This collection, this part 2 of the collection is massive, so I'm going to be moving. I might just show off some highlights. I don't know. I'll see how I do it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for all those shares. I see you down there. Roy, Shane, yep, you guys are all entered. Yesterday was a fun stream. Sarah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I love just kind of sharing little tidbits, what it's like to work here, how we handle the criticism, all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of fun. Okay, let's jump into it. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you. First item coming out of today's collection. What's it going to be? Altered Beast. A fighting game, right? Where you play as these beast-looking things. Oh, you are a Roman centurion. This is... Let's take a quick peek inside. That's right, it was an arcade game. What's up, Jeff? Joey, what's your opinion on arcade machines? Should DKOldies sell them? Oh, Master System game in there. Yes. I do think that'd be a neat idea. That goes right along with the stuff that we sell. You know, all these old games, a lot of them started off as arcade machines. Now, I guess there's some complications that need to be solved. Arcade machines are, you know, real tall. They're real heavy. Must cost an arm and a leg to ship, imagine. And do people have the room? Like, does your average person have room to put that in their house? Anyway, once those problems get solved, we might. It's a neat idea, though. I like that, Jeff. Sarah, hot day. It's hot here in Pennsylvania as well. It's a little bit overcast, which is keeping the temp down. Sports stuff. I forgot I got to keep moving. Hockey. What is this? Spy versus Spy. Oh, so I've confused this before. If in part 1 of this unboxing, we came across these credit card style games. And I remember a little while ago, I came across one of these and I said, it's a TurboGrafx game. That's what we saw in part 1. But these are actually Sega Master System cartridges. Now, that Altered Beast was as well. And if you remember, that was an actual cartridge inside there. But it can take 2 different types of games, the normal cartridge size, or the same credit card style games that TurboGrafx played. I think this is so crazy. That is just wild. I can't believe it. Wasn't it a sketch on Mad TV? I remember Spy. Was Spy vs. Spy its own cartoon show? I can't remember, but I know it sounds familiar. Got an Xbox 360 from DK yesterday. Yo, that's exciting. Love the 360. I was reminiscing about it a bunch during yesterday's stream. Here's another one of these, and look how thin the case is for it, too. Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that the one, like, it's third person, you can switch between the characters, and they banter the whole time? Let me know if I'm talking about the right game. Came out, I don't know, two or 3 years ago or something, on all these different alien worlds. The raccoon is in it. Star-Lord, is that his name? The other guy? Works on the power base converter. Nice, Alex. Yeah, you know your Sega stuff. It's always good to have you here, Alex. I I don't know as much about that. I didn't have Master System or anything like that when I was younger. Thanks for sharing, Lisa. Got you entered. Space Harrier 3D. What is this? Good morning, Mahmood. Good morning. Ah, Mickey's World of Illusion. Just shipping out an order. It had a Genesis game in it as well. I think it was a Tiny Toons game. Thanks for sharing, Wayne. You guys, Seth, all entered in the giveaway. Free money. Free money's coming up. Coming up soon. Hang on, the Astro Warrior. What's going on, Igor? Igor's Secret is crazy indeed. We've got Left 4 Dead Rye for sure. For sure, it's a popular one. You can command the others to do things while in battle. You're playing Star-Lord. Sarah, I thought that game was so good. I feel like it was slept on. Like, the banter between the characters was hilarious. I thought it was some of the funniest writing in a video game. Now, I was watching a playthrough on YouTube, so I can't really speak to the gameplay. It looked neat. But, I guess if you're on your third playthrough, you'd recommend it? What would you say? Would you recommend to others? Because I certainly would. Is it both Xbox and PlayStation? I can't remember now. I see a Nintendo 64 as well, Vincent. Let's take a peek at it. Look, it's got one of the problems that these systems often get, and it's a stuck reset button. So, let me put the camera on it. See how I'm pushing it and it's not going down? Over time, all the crud that accumulates over these consoles just gets there around the button, and so in order to fix this, you've got to open it up, clean the parts that are in there. There's a little piece that goes up and down like that. And once you get it all cleaned out, it resets just like normal. But right now, that reset button is just stuck down in there. Shaq Fu, is this what you're laughing at, Christina? It's reasonable. It's fair. It's fair. I guess that's a karate move he's doing. Phantasy Star, Moving Faster, Afterburner, don't know what that is. Rocky, what? Really? Like Tyson's Punch-Out? It is, it looks just like it. Shining Force, cool cartoon artwork on that, huh? Adam, shared, you're in the giveaway. Now see how fast it happens, guys? Share the post, comment he shared, he's entered, boom. Called him out. VJ Boy. What? DJ Boy. Look, there's nothing on the back. Just this. Him with 3 fingers up. Adrian! Good, Tomo. His head looks alien. I noticed it as well, yes. What do we have here? Look at these kids. Oh, you know what this creature reminds me of? Do you guys remember a TV show called Zaboomafoo? Zaboomafoo was a lemur, and it was like the Krat brothers. They were kind of like Steve Irwin back in the day, animal people, and the show was about a lemur. I can't remember if the lemur was a cartoon or a real lemur, but he ate garbanzo beans, I think. I think those are chickpeas. Anyway. It was a great kid show. I loved it. I don't know what this creature is. I think that's probably a monkey. Parrot. The girl's holding a banana for whatever reason. A lot going on there. I love Zaboomafoo. Let's go, Summer. I can't believe you've got another Zaboomafoo rememberer. Sarah, you as well? I can't believe it, guys. Brian. Zaboom Boomba. Zoom Boomba. Close. Yeah, I love tuning in. Oh, another one that people were talking about here, Jordan Up and Shipping. I can just make him out up there in the green shirt. We were just reminiscing about one with a dog. Wishbone. Was that the name of the show, Wishbone? He was a real dog, and we were talking about how he spoke like telepathically. His mouth didn't move like they do in new shows. But, what am I talking about? Wishbone, the dog, yeah. I don't know. I think maybe he solved crimes or something. It was another real good kid show. The dog was so cute. I don't know what kind he was. He was a small little boy, little tail, friendly little guy. You remember Wishbone? Ah, guys. Yeah, we might come across some more 32X stuff, Alex. It looks like there's a bunch of Sega stuff in here. Yeah, check out Wishbone. Find out tell me what kind of dog Wishbone was. He was adorable. What's the story, Wishbone? Yeah, was there a song? That's kind of sounding familiar. What am I doing? Holding this? Sports game. Virtua Fighter. Nice, Daryl. You remember it too? Wishbone got me to love books. Oh, I love it, Kate. He was a Jack Russell. You might be right, Andy. That is sounding like it. Mortal Kombat. T2. Yo, look at that art. You were just watching Wishbone on YouTube, Juan? No way. What are the chances? Yeah, reading Rainbow, of course I remember reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton could read me a story any day. Okay, we're coming across a neat one right here. This is the TurboGrafx console. And I know you must be thinking, that doesn't look like any console I've seen, Joey. Well, let me enlighten you. It's TurboGrafx 16. And it takes those credit card style games that we saw earlier. Those were for the Master System. But this TurboGrafx takes similar cartridges that slide right up inside there. Wonder what would happen if you slide your credit card in there. Charge something or other. Oh wait, Jack Russell? Is that what the first person said? Jack Russell? Yeah, that sounds right to me. That's cool getting to see the TurboGrafx. Let's keep going. Oh, another one I've always been interested in. Dinosaurs for Hire. I don't know, the gameplay just looks fun on this. Side-scrolling shooter like Contra. Right up my alley. Lamb Chop's Play Along? Oh, Daryl, I haven't thought about Lamb Chop in forever. That was a little white lamb. A puppet, I think. Oh, I can't really remember too much about it at all. Lamb Chop. Yeah. Definitely, definitely. Want to order a GBA SP on the website? I highly recommend it. The SPs are some of our best-selling handheld systems because they have the clamshell design, the bright screen. What's going on, Lois? Miguel, all you guys sharing, I'm seeing you down there. You're all entered. Okay, just that easy. I'm not going fast enough. Turbo and Sega Genesis. The first model. Oh, it's got the base on it that connects to the Sega CD. High definition graphics. Talking about the old PBS. Yes, indeed, Alex. Back when I was growing up, like, it just took a while for cable. Back when cable was coming out, people in like cities got it first, but I kind of lived not in the, don't picture the countryside, but it was just more of a rural area. And they didn't, I don't know why, but they didn't bring cable lines down our street for far longer than all my other schoolmates had it. So I grew up with 4 channels of 310, 3, 6, 10, 12. ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS. So it was just basically news and adult stuff on the other channel. So I basically lived on PBS stuff. Raston, not sure what that is. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's actually not a not for resale copy. So rare. Sweet find. It's going to get picked up fast. Hang On and Safari, a few of those. I don't like how these Master System games... Alright, well that's got some cool art on it. Nice, Mr. NASCAR guy. Saw the video about 3 Mario games. Might order a game off the website. Definitely do it. Eternal Champions. You could be one of the 500 orders we're going to be shipping out tomorrow. I think, was this another one that started in an arcade? I can't remember. Did you get 17, 29, and 57? Alex, great question. I only got those if we tuned the antenna. Back then it was like bunny ears and so sort of, barely. But yeah, there were cartoons on those shows. Alex, I can't believe you remember that. Do you live here near Pennsylvania? Is that why those channels were the same? I don't know how all that works. Okay, hold on. I'm getting into chords. N64 controller, power cables for various items. Can you sell them when they say not for resale? Yeah, you can, Tomo. So that restriction long since expired. Long since. It was basically back when the systems were released. They didn't want the stores, as they get the new systems, to take all the parts out and sell it all individually. I don't know how many it stopped, but anyway, that applied way back in the day. What is this weird controller? Sega control stick for the Genesis or the Masters? That looks like Master System to me. Was the TV black and white? No, Tomo. It was a color television. It was a color television. It was color, full color. Hey whiz. Gangster Town. Yep, I used to watch it. Sat astride a dinosaur. Gangster Town, and oh, look at this guy, Tommy Lasorda, looking good. No, Eternal Champions, not an arcade. I wasn't sure, Alex, but yes, I trust you. You would know. There he is, smiling. It says Genesis right on the ball. That's pretty cool. Appreciate the kind words, Jeanette. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Genesis controllers, not too surprising. I can't believe I'm running out of room. We're already filling a cart and some of the table. PlayStation, that was a surprise. Oh, Chuck, you did have a black and white. One more quick reminiscence. Before remote controls, my parents had an old TV up in their bedroom, well before I was born, but they still had it, and it didn't have a remote control to turn off. You know, you couldn't change channels. No. But it did have a rudimentary remote control that would allow you to turn on and off the TV. And the way it worked was, it was basically just like a squishy button, a plastic thing with a hole in it. And when you pushed it, it would make a real high-pitched whistle, psst, psst, something like that. And the TV listened for those whistles, and if it heard the right tone of whistle, it would turn the TV on and off. And if you got good at it, you could whistle it, so you'd be able to just psst, and turn the TV on and off. Does anybody else remember that? Chisel and stone for practicing writing, Chad? Okay, I could end the stream, Chad. Choplifter, not sure what that is either. I was the family remote control. Nice. Yes, I remember the TVs had a knob. I mean, those were older TVs, I guess, that my parents had. They'd gotten before I was born, but yeah, that's crazy. Look at the alien head we got on this fellow. Look at that, just absolutely massive dome. We came a long way from remotes. We sure did. Now remotes are so complicated. Like, you know, for your grandparents, you have to tape off half the buttons just so they don't... What did we just find? Oh my goodness. Alf was a TV show back in the day. It was on like 17 or 29, one of the channels I didn't really get, so I didn't really get to watch it too much. It stands for Alien Life Form, maybe? He looked like this. He was a puppet. At least that alien is an ET. It's true. I also don't like Alf. I think he's kind of gross. Now, at least he has hair on him, so he's miles above ET. Was it a Zenith television? Duel, I don't remember, but Zenith sounds very likely. The world's favorite bad boy alien. It's Alf, and he's got... Oh, wait, did he eat cats? Do I remember that? Guide Alf as he searches for things. Take you through houses. What is this? Anybody? Joey's best friend. Anybody remember Alf? It aired on NBC, did it, Alex? Really? It's crazy. Alien Life Form. Thank you. That was a lucky guess, Chuck. All right, now this one, let's just take a quick moment to admire. We've got some fantastic retro futuristic artwork on this. This guy is doing an incredible high kick. I can do that as well. It would look just like that. And look how tight his jeans are. Magnificent. The boots are high. Shoulder pads. Is kicking a weapon out of somebody's hand. It's like me when I go home after work. What is this called? Last Battle? In the mood to punch, kick, and knock the daylights? Yeah. Yeah. Alf danced like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. Ew. Disgusting. I remember Alf, unfortunately. Right, Pete? Right? Gary didn't like him either? No? Okay, we're on board. At least he's not in Alf territory. Oh. Oh, wow. Somebody, Alex, just mentioned this. Look, the power base converter that goes in the Genesis? Alex, does it go in the Genesis? It's not going in, but it does, look, it's got a hole there to show the... And this would take the credit card style games that we saw earlier, plus it also takes cartridges, but Alice, it's not fitting in here. It feels like it should. Look, it's got the curves that match. Oh wait, there it was. I just wasn't pushing it down enough. Dude looks just like you. You better not have been talking about Alex, or about Alf, Steven. You better not. Pit Fighter, some sort of fighting game. Looks like they used a real picture on the front of that. Okay, giveaways coming up here in just a moment. If you have not yet, share the post, comment that you shared. 2 steps to get you entered in the giveaway. Share the live stream. Share it to a friend. Share it to a group that might enjoy it. Spread the word. You help me out, I'll help you out by giving you a chance to be entered in the giveaway coming up in mere moments. Thank you, Alex. It does fit. You were right. You were right. The Ninja. That's the whole title. Oh, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? I used to love this one as well. I watched this all the time. There was another TV show back in the day. I think it was called Ghost Writer. It was about a bunch of kids, and the kids would write a book. And no. The girl had a book that it would words would magically appear in, like a ghost would write in it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I think it was called Ghost Writer. Man, it's crazy how these things come back to me. Like midstream here, I'm in the middle of an unboxing, and we're reminiscing on TV shows, and they just... I haven't thought about Ghost Writer in years. Joey, would you rather have E.T. or Alf abduct you? Abduct? I guess Alf? Tough call. I don't really know. Is Alf friendly? I guess I know more about E.T. He at least seemed friendly, even though he was disgusting. Toss-up? I don't know. What do you guys think? Which alien would you rather have abduct you? 32X system. Yet again, another piece, another attachment. Alex, you must know it well. I can't get this out, but just trust me, it would go in place of the power base converter. What a name. And allow you to play 32X games. We came across some of those. There was a show called Ghost Writer. I saw somebody just mention. I can't believe it. I got to get back to YouTube when this stream is over. Alf eats cats. Yes, I thought I remembered that. A ghost helped kids solve mysteries on a computer and in a notebook. Brady. Brady, did they have that up in Canada? Or were you just able to find that info? I wonder if that came up to the Great White North. I don't know. A light phaser gun. That's cool. We're getting to see the Sega's answer to the zapper gun on the NES. More controllers. GameCube controller. This is a Dreamcast. I'd recognize it anywhere. It's beautiful white shape. Juan, you remember Ghost Rider 2? I can't remember. That feels like a deep cut to me with Ghost Rider, but sounds like people are remembering. Another Castle of Illusion? I feel like I came across that already. And finally, what do we have? Oh, no. Tape. My one-handed mortal enemy. Ah! Oh, wow. Okay. All right, hold on. So, here we are seeing an old Sega Genesis system around the time of the Game Boy called the Game Gear. Yeah, it took a bunch of batteries, some over there, some over here too, but it took cartridges just like the Game Boy. I had the Game Boy, my cousin had the Game Gear, we were both jealous of each other. But check out what I just found here. TurboVision. So wait, this is for a different handheld, right? Hold on. Oh, I think I see it down there. Hold on. Hold on, let me set this aside. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the last time I've seen one of these. One of the rarest handhelds, the TurboExpress, TurboGrafx. So, does it take the credit card style game? It does. Right up there, takes that same credit card style game we saw earlier. Not the exact same, but a similar style. It looks like batteries load in down here. Screen, buttons like you're used to. Power and volume, contrast. Is that a TV output? Wait, no, tuner in. So that must be where this piece goes. Hold on. This is a TV tuner with the antenna. Here are the channels. And you would scroll, how? Oh, up here? Yeah, look, that little dial is tuning down through the channels. You can select whether on UHF or VHF. I forget what all that was. On and off. There's where you switch between UHF and VHF. And then I think it plugs in right here. Hold on. It does. And then it looks like it would screw in with this little screw thing right there. Imagine. Hold on, give me one sec. This is unbelievable. Imagine your buddy's playing Game Boy, you're on the Game Gear, and you pull out the TurboExpress and start watching TV on it. I'm at a loss for words. I think it's one of the coolest things, coolest retro items I've seen. What a treat to come across a TurboExpress, just down one of the last items in this crazy collection we've already been working our way through. Hey, that's why I say you never know what's going to happen during the lives. Game Boy Advance is in here also. Game Boy Color system. Love to see it. Bestseller, this clear purple copy. What's this? 3DS NFC reader. Gear Master. This, oh my goodness. Wait, where's that Game Gear? Where'd the Game Gear go? Where'd the Game Gear go? Oh. So, my theory is that this plugs in up here where a game would go. Oh, it does. Look, it's going to snap right into there. Look. And then I'll bet Game Master, you're able to play the Master System games inside the Game Gear. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest. Absolutely unhinged collection today, guys. This was wild. Unbelievable stuff. Power Base, TurboGrafx, the TurboExpress, absolute highlight, Master System, and just a ton of games. Look, there are more consoles in here. All right. I was trying to do this quick today, but it did not happen that way. Let's do the giveaway. Okay, here's how it's going to work. While I've been streaming, 6 names have been picked at random, placed upon the prize wheel. I'm going to give the wheel a spin. We'll see who today's winner is. We're playing for 20 bucks in store credit. Best of luck, everyone. See who our winner is. Oh. Seth. Congratulations, Seth Smith. Nice work. Confetti for you, my man. Seth, all you have to do is have an account on the website, DKOldies.com. Message me here on Facebook with the email address you used to log into the website. Okay, I'm exhausted. It's tiring. It's hard to explain, but it's tiring doing this for 30 minutes. Like, I'm talking the entire time. I'm trying to remember things, engage with chat. I love it. I absolutely love it, but it is exhausting. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down, watch some YouTube videos of Zaboomafoo, Not Alf, and Ghost Rider. Thank you all for tuning in. Gonna be back with more